Humans introduced robots to the world, and while we're completely aware of what robots are capable of, animals are just left completely unaware of what's going on. Most times, they're wondering if they should consider the unknown object a threat, or if they should just play it cool. Regardless how things turned out, we found the interactions quite intriguing. Join us as we check out Animals versus Robots. Will the animals prevail against technology? Eagle versus drone. This drone flyer entered the wrong skies during the wrong time. While the coast seems clear, the flyer freely controls his drone outside in the wilderness when an unexpected competitor appears. The eagle sees the drone and refuses to allow it into its area by smashing right into it. The drone falls from extreme heights and suffers extreme damage. These skies ain't big enough for the two of us. Here's another drone being taken down out of the skies. This behavior must go around in the family. Moose destroys robot. A moose was in a lawn where a robot lawnmower was trimming the grass. The moose was attempting to eat the food in the area, and the lawnmower got a little too up close and personal. Being too close for the moose's comfort, the moose slammed the lawnmower with its leg, causing it to malfunction. The poor lawnmower sounds like it's crying, and this may unfortunately cost the owner a pretty penny to replace. Cats versus YODA. YODA is a remarkable and legendary Jedi known by most humans. But it's pretty safe to say most cats would have no idea what they're up against when stepping up to battle YODA. These YODA robots are pretty impressive, and they leave the cats that see it, like this group of cats, completely stunned. While the cats had a pretty passive approach, the dogs don't seem too amused to have the Master Jedi around. Buzz off, will ya? This beetle was not having it from this wannabe robot beetle. It picks it up with ease and slams it into the ground with its pincers. Leave the fighting to the real deal, buddy. Spot the Dog versus Robo-Dog. The owners of this robot and dog thought it would be funny to set up a face-off between their dog Spot and a robot dog. If only Spot found it as amusing as his owners. Once the pup saw the robot dog, he barked more than a wolf under attack. While the robot dog was of course under the control of the owners, they let Spot have his victory by exiting the premises. Spot chases the robot dog away as it leaves. Robo-Dog versus the zoo. We saw a dog introduced to a Robo-Dog earlier, which wasn't so hostile. But what happens when a Robo-Dog enters a zoo with plenty of non-domesticated animals, such as a pack of hyenas, zebras, lions, and even a cheetah? Let's see their reactions. A man walks the robot dog through the outskirts of the enclosure, and all the animals can't seem to keep their eyes off the artificial dog. They won't let it out of their sight. Perhaps they feel it's a playmate, or possibly lunch. While those lions could not get up close and personal with the robot, these lions in the wild came across a small robot tank rolling near the lions. The lions, lion cubs, and lionesses all looked at the robot as a free lunch. Sadly, as they tried to chomp down on it, it wasn't what they expected. Of course it was too good to be true. Oh well, worth a shot. Those lions were quick to try to make a meal out of the robot, while this cheetah took a more defensive approach. Completely unaware of what the heck is inside the enclosure, the cheetah just wants this thing far, far away from it. No way, no thanks, pal. Monkey meets the robot. While many of the previous encounters ended up being pretty violent, this chimpanzee is making great friends with this robot that can do magic. It eventually disappears, leaving the chimpanzee clueless as it leaves, but at least left the kind gesture of leaving the monkey with a bundle of bananas to eat later. This bird has something personal with this antenna. I have no clue what its problem is, but the owner sure is in for an unpleasant surprise. Cows versus remote control car. Cows in the wild likely have never seen any technology at all, so when a remote control car comes rolling through the field, they are so intrigued they can't help but chase it around. The car gathers the attention of the entire herd, but they just aren't quick enough to keep up with the gadget. The car's controller slows it down so the cows can get a nice chance to comprehend what the heck just entered their field. Those cows took pretty lightly to the small vehicle, while this one was furious at the sight of two motorcyclists. Attempting to ram the cyclists, it ends up hitting one of the tanks at a gas station. The cyclists abandon their vehicle and run for the hills. Cat versus Robo Dinosaur. This cat's owner brought a robot dinosaur inside their home. The cat, being extremely skeptical, decides to approach it as it stops moving. Once it gets close, the dinosaur makes a sudden move, and the cat is so frightened it leaps straight into the air. Good thing shortly after, the cat decides to make friends with the dinosaur, when it realizes it doesn't pose much of a threat. Goldfish Mobile. Goldfish must really get bored sitting in a tank all day. So, some wise person out there came up with the idea of building a robot car that moves in the direction the goldfish swims. Now, if only we could figure out what the goldfish is thinking. Is this entertaining or a pain in the neck? Who knows? Well, that's all we got for this video. But please let us know which one of these animal-robot encounters did you find the most exciting. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care!